Hey chulas, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sonia. I am so sorry that I totally forgot to film an intro for this video. I am doing the dollar makeup challenge, I guess if you want to call that, and I'm just using makeup from the dollar store, and I am starting off by doing my eyebrows, and I'm using the ColorMate black brown eyeliner pencil, and it is for the brows as well, so yeah, that's what I'm using for my eyebrows. So overall, this brow pencil was okay. It kind of felt like, I want to say, I can't remember the brand, but it wasn't that bad. It was really creamy. The only thing that I didn't like was that it didn't have a spoolie, so I'm just using one of mine. But yeah, if you forget, you go on vacation and you forget your eyebrow pencil or whatever, you know, if you go to the Dollar Tree, this is pretty good. It's not that bad. I don't have any complaints about it. So I'm just going in with the LA Colors concealer in the shade Nude, and for $1, you guys, this concealer, I have no complaints about it. I actually liked it a lot. It reminded me a lot of my ColourPop concealer, believe it or not. It is very liquidy, but honestly, I really do believe that this is $1 dupe for the ColourPop concealer. And I actually do go and add the concealer as eyeshadow primer, and I honestly feel like if I hadn't used it, the eyeshadow palette would not have given me any payoff. Like, you guys are gonna see later on in the video that that eyeshadow palette was trash. And I also do go in with the LA Colors contour palette that I bought, and I just take that banana shade and set the primer just so that the eyeshadow will crease. So here I'm just taking the lightest shade from the eyeshadow palette and adding that as a transition shade. So yeah, this for $1, I mean, it really didn't give you any kind of payoff. The pigments are really opaque. They're not pigmented at all. But again, you know, they are $1. They also did have a lot of fallout, and I really had to like dig in to the palette. So I knew that I might be hitting pan really quick just because I was digging in. Like, literally, I was taking my brush and digging into those palettes just to get the amount of payoff that I get off when this look is finished. So here I take the darker mauve kind of color and adding that all over the crease area as well. And as you can see, the colors aren't really blending well either. I just feel like once you placed a color on top of the other, you really lost that first color that you placed underneath. I take the bluish kind of color from the palette and start blending that as well. I was gonna take it only halfway, but honestly, the other colors, sorry, tongue-tied, looked like they were doing absolutely nothing. This one was very, very patchy. And like I said, it's not pigmented at all, but I did end up also adding it on top of the other colors, and I think I went in about 20 times just to get it a little bit darker. You guys will see. So here I'm just taking the lightest shade again, and I'm just trying to blend that blue a little bit because it did look really trashy, really ugly and nasty. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. So I decided to take the highlighter palette from LA Colors and add that to the eyelid just because the other colors were not showing up at all. And I figured that this was going to be a little bit better, but it was a complete fail. So now going in with the LA Colors black eyeliner, I do add it to the waterline and to my upper, what's it called, my lash line, I guess, because I do my wing liner with it. And I don't know if you can see or if you noticed, I actually did have to take it and warm it up on my hand first, just because it wasn't giving me any payoff. I had to take off that little wax kind of substance that it had, but you know, for $1 I can't complain. It wasn't all that bad. Just blending out my waterline with that blue color from the eyeshadow palette, and I'm just adding that right below the eyeliner. So going in with the Sassy and Chic foundation, this is in the color Dark. I just go ahead and put that all over my face. The consistency of this foundation is very thick and pasty-like. I was actually surprised when it matched my skin tone. I actually blended out a little bit with my fingertips just because it did say to blend with fingertips. But I actually do go back and buff it out with a foundation brush. And another thing I do want to add, just in case someone goes and tries this out, this is a moisturizing foundation. So if you have oily skin like I do, after a while your oils are going to seep through. I did set this foundation with the banana powder, but after I finished filming, like, I could see all of my oils seeping through. Well, starting to seep through. I didn't see any dark concealer, but I am taking the same concealer that I used for my eyebrows and just highlighting my face on points where I want to be highlighted. And like I said, I didn't find anything dark, so I didn't like contour with a cream concealer or liquid concealer. I just went ahead and bronzed with the bronzer in the little palette.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love.
So all I'm doing here is just blending the concealer, and I do set it with that banana powder from the contouring palette. And you'll see in a little bit that that bronzer is so pigmented. I recommend this contour palette because it is actually really good. That was one of my favorite products that I picked up. That and the concealer, they're pretty freaking good, let me tell you. So here I'm just taking the darker shade and I'm going to contour with the bronzer. And honestly, this bronzer reminded me so much of my Hoola bronzer. You guys, like for real, you should go to the Dollar Tree and see if they have this palette because it is great. I am actually going to be keeping it. Now this blush was really pretty and it was really pigmented as well. I literally grabbed no product and it gave me very great payoff. I really am gonna keep this blush and use it just because I really liked it. So now I'm going in with the middle shade. It's like a golden kind of shade. And I'm just adding that as my highlight. I didn't really like this highlight palette. It was very chalky. It had a lot of fallout, and the only way that I could get some type of pay on my face was with my finger. So yeah, that was a big no for me. So here I'm just going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Wear Mascara, and I have no complaints about the mascara either. It was pretty good. The wand was kind of weird for me, but I actually like the way that it applied, the way that it gave my lashes a little bit of length and volume. I really don't have any complaints about it. So here I'm just covering up the eyelash glue and the little band from the eyelashes, just because you can really see it. It was very noticeable. I did apply the falsies off camera, and the ones that I am using are the LA Colors Dramatic Lashes, and they are in the style Dainty. These are very lightweight. I actually like the way that they looked. They aren't as dramatic, they're subtle. It's for a more natural kind of look, just to give you a little bit of length and fullness, not a whole lot of volume. But yeah, for $1 they're not bad at all. They're very lightweight as well. So for the lipstick, I'm using the Wet n Wild lipstick in the color Pink Ice, and this is a metallic lipstick, so if you're on a budget, this is a very great lipstick. I actually didn't know it was metallic when I picked it up, but to tell you the truth, it's not ugly. I actually liked it. Some hits and some misses. If you guys do try any of these products out, let me know which ones you liked and which ones you didn't. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Chudas.